this stuff is of sci-fi novels and movies, and it's so far away, but every time I hear you speak, it's like, well, no, this stuff is sitting, it's right here.
I like exploring, I like technology, I like creating things that have never been seen before or even imagined before. Driving a gasoline car is going to feel like yesterday. Driving this car is driving the future.
Think about this for a second. Elon Musk sells technology. He sells the protection of our planet and innovation that comes with it. And you sprinkle in a little human advancement beyond Earth in there. Elon's basically selling a piece of the future, but selling it today. And you'll find it all in one car. Hey guys, it's Kim Java, and I have something a little different for you today. This video is a little more of a discussion piece on a topic that I've been thinking a lot about recently. So we've heard it all before, and we've even cracked jokes about it. We've seen people refer to Tesla drivers as fanboys, musketeers, Elon sheep, and so on. So it made me wonder if Tesla's fan base and even Elon's following are actually becoming a little too cult-like.
I now present to you my creator.
I love you guys too. Hey.
So we started our channel about 5 years ago, and it was originally called Like Tesla. I was so inspired by everything Tesla and Elon Musk were doing. I mean, how could you not root for the guy? He aimed to solve all of humanity's problems. The funny thing is, the channel name was actually a play on the word like, because in my first video I said like, I think around 13 times. One of you guys actually counted it.
So like, but like, is this like to like,
where would like, so I decided to own it, and I also do really like Tesla. So we made videos about our car and all things Tesla for almost 5 years, and then we just stopped. I was pregnant, burnt out, and COVID hit. And you know what I noticed during that time? I got a different perspective to see Tesla from the outside looking in, which I really hadn't done since I was so buried in Tesla since its infancy. I also noticed things like this. Guy talks about liking non-Tesla. Guy gets schooled on why Tesla is better. Owner has a question, comment, concern with Tesla. Tesla fans disgrace owner publicly. Girl orders Ford Mach-E over Model Y. Tesla fans bash her for buying the wrong car. And if any other car makers make an EV, Tesla fans bash them too, which is kind of ironic since that goes directly against Tesla's mission in the first place. Lastly, I noticed if Tesla seemed unhappy about the content some creators were making, they let it be known.
Yeah, I know, I got to take a cell phone in there.
And I'm sure some of you know of at least one person in the community who lost his referral privileges as a result.
Was there a specific event that you believe that triggered them to say, we don't want this guy in a Tesla family anymore?
Remember when I got my Model X livery series and that whole fiasco where things really didn't go well at all? Right. That's when they terminated the relationship right then and there.
I also noticed how my channel, being that it was called Like Tesla, made every video I published seem extremely biased. At least that's what thousands of you would frequently tell me.
The media has mostly been extremely helpful to Tesla. It's free marketing for the company, essentially. Tesla has a lot of fanboys who have their own kind of media setups, whether they be influential Twitter accounts or YouTube channels or blogs that don't do anything except tell the world how wonderful Elon Musk is.
So we tend to have a lot of people that are huge fans and a lot of people that just hate us.
But before I get into that, please do us a favor, click that like button. A lot of time, research, and effort goes into these videos, and that button is pretty much our biggest thank you we can get, as it helps YouTube share our videos with others who also enjoy and appreciate the same type of content as you guys do. As you'd imagine, with millions of views across this channel, I personally began to notice a trend when it came to people's attitudes when it came to certain videos that we published. And frankly, I'm just sick of telling people that Tesla's customer service kind of sucks right now, but just wait until you get your car because you'll love it. We were one of only a handful of YouTubers in the Tesla space that highlighted parts of the brand that had room for improvement. We were also critical at times, and the reactions and the comments were surprising to me when it came to any kind of constructive criticism that we offered of the brand. This is kind of what initially made me wonder if Tesla was indeed becoming cult-like. Now, before you guys all get too fired up, let's look at this a little more critically. So what is the true definition of a cult? The dictionary defines it as a religion regarded as unorthodox or spurious. This doesn't really apply here, but the second definition is a little closer, referring to it as a great devotion to a person, idea, object, movement, or work. Okay, so let's look at this clip from the Netflix series Explained, where they isolate the 3 characteristics of a cult.
They settled on 3 main characteristics.
A cult is a group or a social movement that's led by a charismatic leader who is authoritarian and who...
Okay, so he's not authoritarian, but definitely a charismatic leader.
The group has some form of indoctrination program, sometimes
maybe buying a
called thought
Tesla?
reform.
Or mind control.
It was almost like the operating system was the Bible, and then he was putting all of
Could this
his
be
programs
something
in
more?
there on top.
All the AI in the car? Think about documentaries like The Social Network and the effects of the ability of social media. Again, these are just critical ways to analyze this perception that Tesla has become cult-like. So with all of that in mind and the brand perception that Tesla has created, is a cult-like culture a bad thing? A cult is bad when it has extreme beliefs and fanatic followers. And most importantly, the one in power abuses the power that they have. This isn't something that we see with Elon Musk. In fact, he seeks the opposite.
One of the biggest challenges, I think, is making sure you have a corrective feedback loop, and then maintaining that corrective feedback loop over time, even when people want to tell you exactly what you want to hear. That's very difficult.
To me, some of the most successful and beloved companies in history have what they call a cult following. These brands have gained so much love and admiration with their customer base that loyalty to the brand has become almost future-proof. So think of brands like Southwest Airlines with their loyal customer base and a combination of good deals, good service, and quirky flight attendants. There are also brands like IKEA, Starbucks, Trader Joe's, Apple, and most recently Peloton. These all come to mind as ones having so much brand loyalty and as a result have won a huge area of the market share just because of their approach to business. But they all have one thing in common: long-term brand loyalty. In fact, a recent study found that when it comes to millennials, some of the biggest consumers of these cult-like brands report that over 62% of their buyers tend to stick to just the one brand when they're shopping in that category. So let's pivot back to Tesla and look at Elon Musk. He has over 40 million Twitter followers. But why do so many people care about what he has to say? Well, it's pretty simple. For me, I've always felt like he's extremely smart and thinks outside of the box on so many issues. Not only is he one of the great minds of our generation, but in some ways, he's even relatable.
You know, there are American heroes who don't like this idea. Neil Armstrong, Gene Cernan.
No, I wish they would come and visit and see the hardware that we're doing here. And I think that would change their mind.
They inspired you to do this, didn't they?
Yes.
And to see them casting stones in your direction.
It's difficult.
He works extremely hard and seems to aspire for the greater good, not just for monetary gains. He's offered help with issues that don't always financially benefit him as well, supplying respirators, water for the crisis in Flint, Michigan, and helping the trapped soccer team in Thailand, just to name a few. These acts gain my personal trust and show a piece of his character. Think about Tesla's marketing strategy for a second. Their customers become brand evangelists, and this also feeds into the culture. Tesla owners love and are truly emotional about being Tesla owners. I mean, look at my shirt here. When Elon Musk mentions limited quantity merchandise, whether it's selling flamethrowers, surfboards, short shorts, or tequila, it sells out in minutes. And those who can't get their hands on it pay big bucks on eBay for these items later. This feeds into the exclusivity of the brand. I'm not standing up here complaining because I am definitely on Team Tesla. We've rooted for this company since its infancy and done so with our voice, platforms, and wallet as well. This was never done because of monetary gains or prizes, although over the time we've actually been very blessed with opportunities and perks that have come as a result of genuinely loving this brand. What I think separates Tesla from a lot of brands is its vision. Tesla stands out not because their cars are electric. Of course, there are other EV makers out there, but it's the story behind them that makes them Tesla. You take the combination of obsessive engineers from Silicon Valley and a South African entrepreneur's dream to change the world. Elon Musk sells technology. He sells the safety of our planet and innovation. And he sells the value of human advancement beyond just Earth. He is basically selling a piece of the future, but selling it today. So more than anything I've learned during this past year is how important it is to be a critical thinker. I think the phrase cult is completely lost in translation as it relates to companies like Apple or Tesla. These companies have built a loyal following, whether it is because of innovation in their products or just the joy of these products brings to their customers. So let me know what you guys think. I would love your take on the Tesla culture. I'm gonna leave you with a couple of questions that I've been thinking about, and I want you guys to let me know what your opinions are. Do you think that the fanboy attitude has become too much within this Tesla space? Do you think Tesla advocates come off as arrogant or self-righteous? How can we as Tesla fans be more inclusive without being exclusive? And lastly, what elements do you think are at play that have made Tesla such a brand powerhouse in such a short time? And no, the irony is not lost to me, but here goes our shameless plug anyways. Check out our website, itskimjava.com. We've got some really cool merch with inspiring Elon quotes for men, women, and kids. We also have collabs with shops like these fun Tesla cookie cutters in the shapes of different models, including the Cybertruck. We have the highest quality screen protectors and pre-formatted plug-and-play Sentry Mode USBs on there. So make sure you check out the website, itskimjava.com. And until next time, I hope you guys have a great holiday and see you in 2021.